Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm showing you guys this 2021 Toyota Sienna Limited, but I would like to give a special thanks to South Dade Toyota for providing with the Toyota Sienna. If you're in the market for a Toyota, you can come check out South Dade Toyota and ask for Wilford. He will get you into a new pre-owned vehicle. But let's start off underneath the hood here of the Toyota Sienna. For this generation Toyota, they took away the 3.5 liter V6 and gave the Sienna a 2.5 liter four-cylinder. This powertrain makes 245 horsepower. It's paired with an ECVT transmission. As the Sienna sits here, it weighs 4,700 pounds. Fuel economy here is rated at 36 in the city, 36 on the highway, and 36 combined. So this powertrain is very fuel efficient compared to that old 3.5 liter V6. And hopefully in the near future, Toyota will offer a prime option here for the Sienna, just to give it 42 miles of electric range, hopefully, and to beef up the battery. This one is front wheel drive. It doesn't have that electric motor to power the rear axle to give it all wheel drive. But shedding the hood here of the Toyota Sienna, let's talk about the exterior styling here once I shed the hood. Honestly, I think the Sienna does look really good, especially if you go for the XSE model. It gives more of that sportier design, but the limited trim does look really good. Looking at these taillights here, they're going to be a multi-reflector with an automatic low and high beam, with an LED turn signal, with an LED daytime running light. There's front parking sensors here. I do like the grille. The grille is very large. There's this aluminum painted trim, and down here, Toyota does equip this with LED fault lights. Looking at the Toyota emblem there, that does have the dynamic radar cruise control, so this thing will stop and go for you. But overall, the exterior styling of the Sienna does look really good. I want you guys to comment down below in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about the Toyota Sienna. Looking at the side profile, let's start out with these tires and wheels here. These are a 235/60 Bridgestone tire. The wrapped in is 18-inch rim design. I do like the aluminum finish here. It does look really good with the gray exterior paint. Looking here at the mirror cap, this does offer an LED sight marker, and up top, Toyota does offer a standard size sunroof. Unfortunately for this generation of Sienna, Toyota does not offer a panoramic sunroof. But looking down here, there's this oddly placed hybrid badge. I'm surprised here Toyota didn't put it on the side fender here. And to open up the doors here, you're gonna use this button here on the handle, or you can kick underneath the vehicle. You must have the key fob in your purse or in your pocket, so you can access the second and third row very quickly. And to close it back, you can kick underneath the vehicle, or you can press the button here on the door handle. And Toyota does offer these aluminum painted roof rails here up top. The wheelbase for the Sienna is at 120.5 inches with an overall length of 203.5. Looking at the rear, let's start out with these taillights here. They're going to be an LED combination with an incandescent turn signal and reverse light. There's going to be this rear wiper here to keep the rear glass clean. There's the Toyota emblem here with the Sienna name spelled out, with the limited and the hybrid badge down there. Looking down here at the lower part of the bumper, there's rear parking sensors with some aluminum painted trim. And like I mentioned from the front, underneath the hood, this is a full-on hybrid now, so there's no visible exhaust trim. And there's two cameras back here. One is for the rear view camera mirror, and one is for the stand-up backup camera. But open up the cargo back here. Once you press that release button there, this is a power opening tailgate. Once you do that, it reveals a 33.3 cubic feet of space with the third row folded up. And there's this deep well down here, so if you guys have tall items, you can place it back here in the third row. Behind the third row of the Sienna, there's a 12-volt back here with some storage compartments here on the side. And to fold down the third row, Toyota makes it very simple. Just grab this handle here, and the seat will fold down here into the well, which is very simple. Once you fold down everything, you get 101.1 cubic feet of space. And unfortunately, you cannot remove the second row, so you lose around 49 cubic feet of space compared to the previous generation of Sienna. Sitting inside the interior of the Toyota Sienna Limited trim, looking at this interior, I do like the way this interior is laid out. Also like the two-tone color combination here. This is a 9-inch display. This does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But shutting the door here, of course, you guys know Toyota brought the Sienna back as a full-on hybrid for the 2021 model year, and it doesn't use the combustion engine to start up the vehicle. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. As you guys can see, the gauge did a nice sweep. There's also this graphic of the Sienna there. But looking at the door panel materials, there's going to be a soft touch material. There is two person memory seats here, aluminum door handle. It is auto up, auto down for all four windows, which is a nice touch. The grab handles here, nice area to rest your elbows. There's a shelf here for storage, and down here is going to be cup holders with more storage. Over here is the stability control, the automatic high beam switch. You can also turn on the 120 volts. Your odometer reset computer is here. Your fuel cap opener. You can also lock the sliding doors, and the hood latch is down there. More storage here. This is a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel here. I do like the perforated leather here. There's also some nice stitching here on the steering wheel. Over here is for the driver's assistance, which includes forward collision warning, lane keep assist, also with the dynamic rider cruise control. Your radio presets are here. Your volume control, voice commands are there. The turn signal and headlight stocks is here. The wind wiper stock. Looking here, this is power meter here, this LCD display here with the speed layout there. Unfortunately, Toyota does not offer this with a full LCD display, so if you guys are looking for that, Toyota does not offer that. They keep it simple with the analog gauges here. Looking at the upper part of the dashboard, here's going to be a nice leather material. This is going to be a hard touch plastic here on top of the instrument panel. Looking here, this is a 9-inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The touch response is very snappy. Going into the Google Maps, it does take up the full screen. There's some buttons here on the side. There's the volume and tune knob here. Looking here, this does offer 3-level heated and cool seats. The cool seat works phenomenal, especially in this 90-degree weather here. There's some hard buttons here for the dual climate control, which feel really nice to touch. There's a USB port here. Like I mentioned, it does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Putting the Sienna into reverse here, it does reveal a backup camera with trajectory, distance markers, front and rear parking sensors. It also has rear cross traffic alert. Kicking it down here, over to the left, there is a sport mode in the transmission. This does house the eCVT transmission. Looking here, there's electronic parking brake, auto hold, and EV mode. So you can drive this vehicle in electric range only for a short period of time. And keep in mind, you can't go over 25 miles per hour. In the near future, hopefully Toyota does offer a Sienna Prime, hopefully, because it will beef up the actual battery compared to this model that I'm showing you guys today. Looking at the drive mode selector here, this does have a sport, normal, and eco mode here. It does display a little icon at the top of this LCD display here. There's 2 cup holders here. There's 2 more cup holders right here. You have to open up this lid. And Toyota does call this the bridge. I like the way this looks. Very simple layout. Down here is going to be a 12-volt, and there's some storage here. So if you guys are a mom or a dad and you want to have the baby bag up here, you can definitely do so, because Toyota does offer that here. Looking up here, this does have a rear view camera mirror, which is very nice tech in this vehicle here. So if you guys don't like the rear view camera mirror, like I mentioned from previous views, you can just flip it on or off if you would like. Above me, there's just a standard sunroof. Toyota does not offer a panel sunroof. And we'll talk about the rear seat entertainment here. This is a 11.6-inch display. Up here is going to be the dome lighting. Also, there's this convex mirror here. So if you guys have this like this and you guys wanted to check on the second and third row passengers, you can use this little convex mirror there. There's some more shelf space here. Looking here, the glove box does offer a lot of space. The seats in here, they feel supportive. They're very comfortable. They're 3-level heated and cool seats. Looking in here, this does offer a decent amount of storage. There's a USB-C with a USB port. Overall, Toyota did a really good job with the Toyota Sienna interior here. This also has the JBL sound system, which sounds pretty good. So get into the second and third row here of the Toyota Sienna. As you guys can see, this is equipped with a power sliding door here. This is grab handle to get into this vehicle. So if you're short like myself, you can get into the Sienna here, but the vehicle does have a nice easy and exit way to get in and out of. But getting back here, you can press this power button here to close the door, or use the actual handle here on the side. This is equipped with the manual sunshade, so if your kids don't like a lot of sunlight in their face, they can lower and raise this to their liking. Up here is going to be the climate control here. There's a rear seat entertainment, which is a 11.6-inch display. So you can bring your video game consoles, because it does offer a 120 household outlet back here with an HDMI port. So you can keep the kids, occupied on a long road trip. The floor back here is nice and flat. If you guys are looking for bench seating, you have to step down to a lower trim level in order to get the bench seating, because this one, as you guys see, is equipped with the captain's chairs and also has the ottoman function. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use the ottoman function, but there is 2 mount pockets back here for storage. There's a USB with a USB-C port back here. To use the ottoman function here, you have to slide the seat back here by using this handle here. And Toyota says this slides back additional 25 inches. So if you have one in the third row, basically they won't be able to sit in the third row because the seat slides so far back. And to use the ottoman function, there's this handle here on the side. Once you do that, you can use this handle here to basically recline. As you guys can see, I'm stretched out. I'm 5'8", and honestly, I'm in comfort here, and it feels really good. And Toyota does equip this with armrests here, so you can watch the rear seat entertainment and be occupied on a long road trip. But to put the ottoman function back, just grab the handle here, and you can slide the seat forward, so you can give the third row passengers some room back there, just in case there was someone sitting back there. But to get into the third row, you can either pass through the aisleway here, which is very simple, or you could just grab this handle here. The seat will tilt forward and just slide it here. But getting back here, as you guys can see, there's plenty of space to get into the third row here. And Toyota says you get 37.7 inches of legroom here in the third row. Honestly, the third row back here feels really good. There's a headphone jack back here with a volume control. There's a USB-C with the USB port. And the Toyota does equip this with your own set of manual sunshades back here in the third row. It's going to be incandescent lighting for the dome lighting here with your air vents up top. On that side is also a volume port over there. There's going to be 4 cup holders back here in total. Honestly, the second and third row of the Sienna does feel very comfortable. So starting off in the 2021 Toyota Sienna Limited, as you guys can hear, I'm driving this thing in electric mode, but I'm doing like 15 miles an hour. But if you guys creep up a little bit, you guys can hear the gas engine kicked on. This has Toyota's 2.5 liter 4-cylinder underneath the hood. This makes 245 horsepower. It's paired with an eCVT transmission. But once you put your foot to the floor, that 2.5 liter wakes up and it does drone into the cabin. And you do feel the surge of torque because it does have an electric motor. Unfortunately, this one does not have the all-wheel drive. So the all-wheel drive system, that means there's an electric motor powering the rear axle, but this one just comes standard with front-wheel drive. Visibility out of Sienna here is really good. You also have these big side mirrors here. This does come with Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. So it includes pre-collision warning with pedestrian detection, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, also with adaptive cruise control. So this thing will keep you and your family safe on long road trips. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable, they're 3-level heated and cool seats. The cool seats work really good, especially here on these hot summer days. Well, it's not summer yet, but they feel like summer here in South Florida. It's very hot. And above me, there's just this standard sunroof. Toyota does not offer a panoramic sunroof here on this generation of Sienna, unfortunately. But just driving here, as you put your foot to the floor, like I mentioned, this powertrain is very drony. So if you have kids that's sleeping, it might wake them up, but I doubt that it will. Right now, I just have it in its normal mode here. Let's put it into a sport mode here. The torque just pushes you in the seat, and the powertrain gets a little bit more eager. But I have no complaints. I do hear a little bit of wind noise around 45 miles an hour here. Just driving. It's very quiet in this cabin, but let's do a launch here. I'm gonna brake boost it. The torque is just so rich. It pushes you in the seat. It's not aggressive torque like from a Tesla or anything like that, but you do feel the surge of torque. It does push you in the seat. This cabin is quiet. The powertrain is a little drony here and there sometimes if you put your foot to the floor. But this powertrain is really good. I've been averaging around 32.6 miles to the gallon, so that's with me not even trying. The fuel efficiency is just so good from this 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. Is refined, great ride quality here. The steering feel is very playful even in the sport mode here. If you guys are looking for a daily driver that gets over 30 miles to the gallon, the Sienna is the best option. So after spending time with the 2021 Toyota Sienna Limited, starting price here is at $49,790 with the options and accessories, including destination. The Sienna stickers for $55,379. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all in the next video.